All right, everybody, hi. This is Cesar St. Augustine de Buonaparte, and I'm here to tell you something about tuition. You know, there's 5 chapters and or 5 parts of this series, and this will probably be the last one in this series because I don't, my life isn't going to change. It's these people that run the country really do a lot of damage. So I'm going to give you a synopsis. If I jump around a lot, it's because I had to do it that way in order to attract attention. I got one person who but left me a message on my YouTube and said, "Oh, you're a real nut job." That's it. One person out of how many people are there on the planet? More than 6 billion people on the planet. So even if one person or even 10 people say something negative, I'm going, why should I care? I'm not affected by it. That's like racial comments. Mother Goose's thing, which is sticks and stones will break my bones, but words should never hurt me. So I'm going to read you a quick list. Here's this list of what my chapters were really going to cover. And I'm going to finish up. If I didn't finish a sentence or a psychological example, then I will in this 15-minute segment. First, I'd like to comment on the girl at UCLA and my thing about saying there's 2 different types of people. I didn't finish that comment in one of my deals. So anyway, here goes. Here's what I'm going to cover in this 15-minute segment. It's 3:25 right now, so 25, 30, 40, by 3:40 I should be done. 1. All the medias are evil. ABC, CBS, NBC, CNN. Remember I mentioned Bilderberg Group? It's all control thing. Go on Bilderberg and read the 25 pages. These people are very powerful. They have zillions of dollars on a tiny planet that is totally insignificant in the whole universe. I mean, if there was a God as big as the universe, why would God take time to even bother with a tiny little puny planet that simply wars and is never prepared for natural disasters and screws themselves all the time and screws other people like me who mean well or used to mean well, and now I've been beaten so bad. When you beat a dog beyond recognition, that's how I've been. When you beat a dog that much, they turn renegade completely and they hate everybody. So I'm going to cover this. The girl at UCLA, her racial comments. Remember what I said? Mother Goose, sticks and stones will break my bones. For adults only. And that all the media is evil. They'll pay attention to her and Charles Manson before they pay attention to me. The White House phone calls. I had private numbers of the White House that I used to call to harass them because I've been harassed so much, and they neglected me in trying to help me about my house. My predictions of the 9/11 disaster 7 years before it happened. My prediction of the Gulf oil disaster to a Secret Service agent. His name was Sexton. That crappy DA and the conspiracy, the Los Angeles City DA and conspiracy against me just because I ran for mayor and I've run for president in the past. Great ideas about more efficient and smart politicians and how to get them into office since 1984. How to protect people from all natural disasters and why I'm ignored by the evil media because they really want people to slowly die. They really do. And I'm a prisoner with what's left of my possessions. They've even gone up on the price of passports. You have to have a passport to have permission to leave any country or go to another country. That's sorry. That's not a free planet. That's not democracy. That's bullcrap. That's like Malcolm X said. All you are trying to present democracy is just a bunch of schizophrenic, contradictory, jerk-off humans who are nothing but malicious and hypocritical. And how I'm kept prisoner here with all of what's left of my possessions, and that's about it. So now I'm going to cover it. The girl at UCLA, she gets all this attention, right? I saw her last night on television, That was on the, what is this, 15th? Yeah, and the 14th of March, 2011. And I look at it and I turned to a friend of mine and I said, listen to this. This girl, I just got done recording all of the same stuff she did, made racial, somewhat, that could be interpreted as racial comments, and I got nothing. Well, I'll make them now. Niggers, Jews, specks, Mexicans, gooks, you're all jerks. But you know, it's not about race. It's about intelligence up here. It's about smart. It's about education and experience. And you know what? She didn't say anything as bad as what I say, what I just said. Who gives a damn? You're an adult. You should have built a nice thick turtle shell against stupid insults like that. I was brought up to believe when someone's insulting you, just ignore them. What's the big deal? Ignore them. God, I mean, you people got to have your heads examined. You're the nutcases. I had one person watch one of my part things of these little monologues I'm giving, and he says, you're a nut job. I'm going, you'll get heard just about as much as I will, which is not at all. Remember one of my pieces? I said, you're more interested in sex. Those get 7 and 10 digit, anywhere from 7 to 10 digit figures, and people tuning in on that, and I only get 3 at the most. 3. I'm lucky if 300 people watch anything that I've done. Because I'm smarter, I multitask faster than most people. You can't keep up with me anyway. You're dumb. So go back to school and learn how to speed read. Learn how to speed think like I do. And then maybe you'll understand me. Alright, so NBC, CBS, ABC, CNN, they're all jerks, asses, morons, and they'll never have me on, and they certainly won't print what I just, or air what I just said, because they are all bought and paid for by the Bilderberg Group, the Trilateral Commission, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Rothschilds. They're all bullshit. Now, what do we have here over here? Oh, the White House calls. I got so pissed off at the Bush, Clinton, Bush, and Obama administration that for almost three or four presidencies, actually since the Reagan era, I managed to speed dial a whole bunch of numbers and ended up talking to Secretary of State, council, all these different councils and secret phone numbers of the White House. You know, you don't have to be a brain to do this. You just dial 202 Washington area code 456. Now the main and White House number is 1414, but you got to know that they have trunk lines which all start with 202 456 0000, the last 4 digits, all the way up to 456 9999. Now, they stagger, the Secret Service and security stagger all the numbers. So when you call it in order, you'll get a lot of recordings repeated saying, you've reached a non-working number at the White House. You've reached a non-working number at the White House. But when you get to like 0022, all of a sudden it's the Secretary of State or the White House Chief of Staff. Like Karl Rove's old number was 456 2020, like in the TV show. And that was Karl Rove's old number. I called it so many times that the White House changed the number. How do you like that? And this is why there's been a conspiracy on me, because they know about this, and I went to one of the Obama things and I talked with a megaphone telling people how to do this. But you know what? They still ignore me. They've got me blacklisted in a deep pigeonhole, so deep no one will ever hear this. And you people are the stupid ones, because they're going to do it to you someday too if they're not doing it already.